So I was thinking a little bit about an article that I read by a Rabbi many, many years ago, and it said that there are two kinds of Jews. There are Yom Kippur Jews and there are Purim Jews. So I want to give you a moment to think about that, and then I'm just going to ask you, like, we're going to go to true confession for a minute. I actually did this when I was walking this morning. I was thinking about our team, and I was thinking, like, trying to figure out, like, who went where in terms of, like, who's a Purim Jew and who's a Yom Kippur Jew. So we can play that game in a minute, but let's ask you guys. Who here, don't play, any of our Bethel, like, clergy and staff or team, like, don't play this game. Don't raise your hand for anything. Everyone else, I'm curious. Who here feels like you are more of a Yom Kippur Jew? Wait. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, what do you think the definition is? What is?
The definition is how frequently, 1 to 10.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for saying that. Okay. No, but I love that because that could have been a misunderstanding. Yep, I'm with you. So she asked, is that like Yom Kippur, like you only come on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, as opposed to like Purim, which is like you come a lot? No. What I mean by that is actually like Yom Kippur Jews are like the ones that like do better with the solemn, like a little bit like hard, a little sad, a little bit like introspective, sort of like do the hard work kind of Jew. Like I'm okay, like being hungry and like feeling like I gotta improve. The Purim Jew is like I actually just I do better with celebration and joy. Right? Like I can be silly and happy and fun and sing and get dressed up and like dance around, right? Like that's more comfortable for me than being, with the like beating heart of Yom Kippur. Okay. Oh. All right, I'm going to do a third option. Was that Eva? Okay, it's going to be a third option. Okay, first, raise your hand if you are admittedly no clergy, no team. Raise your hand if you are admittedly a Yom Kippur Jew. Raise it really high. I want to try to guesstimate. Okay, so that's like probably, Ben, eyeball that with me? Half? Okay, I know where you're going. Okay, raise your hand if you are a Purim Jew, if you like are really good at the celebration. Ooh, I love that. Okay, there were probably like 8 hands that were raised, about. I'm going to the third category. Raise your hand if you are both. What? Like equally. All right. Ben Kresh will admit. What are you?
Yeah, I'm a Yom Kippur Jew.
Totally.
I believe Yom Kippur to be a happy day.
Yeah, I agree. Rabbi Zessel, what are you?
The Hasidic interpretation of Purim is that it's actually just like Yom Kippur. Yes.
Which do you do better, the sad ones or the happy ones?
I'm much more Yom Kippur Jew.
Okay.
I think our...
Cantor King, I have to admit, I was thinking about you a lot in this category. I have a thought, but you tell us what you think you are.
I'm actually both. I really love Purim, even though and I really love Yom Kippur, but I think I love Yom Kippur the most because I get to sing more.
But does your soul like gravitate towards like this or towards celebration?
I think toward Yom Kippur a little bit, towards introspection and seriousness and trying to understand the world maybe a little better.
All right, great. Now Rabbi Schwartz isn't here. Like, should we just play this without him?
He has said he likes Yom Kippur.
I know. All right, we'll let him speak for himself.
Rabbi Saroken.
I know. I'm a total Yom Kippur Jew. Come on. I had to force myself to do Purim. All right. So I think one of the things that we're going to try to do today, and this is why I actually brought this up, is that I'm Yom Kippur. My favorite day of the year. But I'm with Ben. Like I celebrate Yom Kippur. I love Yom Kippur. It makes me happy. Okay. So here's why I said that. We actually today are in the month of Adar. It's Rosh Chodesh Adar, which is a month, and actually it's 2 months this year, which is crazy and really cool in a lot of different ways. But the month of Adar, the mitzvah of Adar is to bring in Adar and to increase the joy. So Adar should actually be typically 1 month, but this year there's 2 months of Adar, where we add joy back into our lives, where we add it into our lives. And I'm just going to say this out loud. It has been a really tough 4 months, right? I mean, I'm reading Hallel and I'm thinking it's talking about bees swarming around you, and it's talking about enemies, and it's talking about, like, you know, we implore you, God, like, help us, right? It has not been fun. And Adar is going to be our challenge, because what Adar is all about is bringing joy in.